streak in my head, but no stress now.
I just took 2 videos by accident. Anyways, hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a weird fucking topic, which I would never do unless I truly, truly, truly loved something, aka this book. This is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Oh my god, I read this in 24 hours while I was at residential, and it's really beautiful. It's an amazing story. This is gonna be my honest review of it, but it's just, I love it. I love it so fucking much. But where do I start? So this is a lot of spoiler alerts, but I'm gonna give my review before I talk about the whole story. So I shall put the timestamp of where there's gonna be spoiler alerts right here. So if you want to skip it, go right ahead. And I might say it before I actually say stuff, but the book itself, it's interesting. I never thought I would get emotionally invested in a book that's not fan fiction. I own an actual physical copy of fan fiction, but I actually started reading this thanks to a friend at residential. Speaking of which, they sent me a letter. They gave me the book tomorrow, and I was like, okay, cool. It has spicy scenes. Every teenager loves spicy scenes, and the more I read it, the more I was like, this is not just about the spicy scenes. It's about the emotion. It's about the whole entire thing. It's a beautiful book. Okay, this is where I get into the spoilers. So if you're not going to read the book, go ahead. If you're going to read the book, I got it for $16.99, but I was in Denver at the time, so it was also tax. But anyways, so I have to double check where it starts. It starts with the main character, Tate. She's moving in with her brother, and the old man, his name is Samuel, but he goes by Cap. He starts off with, someone stabbed you in the neck, young lady. And then Tate's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then Cap says, a birthmark says, like, where you've died in the past. And he's like, oh, it must have been a quick death, and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, oh, yeah, cool. So later on, she gets to her brother's apartment, and there's this guy in front of the door. And Tate calls her brother, and is like, Caleb, there's a guy in front of the door. And he's like, okay, move him. And so I have to read this scene to you guys. It is too funny to me not to read it. Okay. I'm gonna read it to you. We're gonna have a reading session, which I'm dyslexic. Maybe it's 1826. I come to the stop at 1814. There's a guy passed out on the floor of the hallway, leaning against 1816. Please don't let it be 1816. I find the message on my phone and cringe. It's 1816. Of course it is. I walk slowly to the door, hoping I don't wake the guy. His legs are sprawled out in front of him. He's leaning with his back propped against Corbin. Sorry, Corbin's door. His chin is tucked to his chest, and he is snoring. Excuse me, I say with my voice just above a whisper. He doesn't move. I lift my leg and poke him in the shoulder. I need to get into this apartment. He rustles, then slowly opens his eyes and stares straight ahead at my legs. His eyes meet my legs, and his eyebrows furrow as he leans forward in a deep scowl on his face. He lifts a hand and pokes my knee with a finger, almost as he's never seen a knee before. He drops his hand and closes his eyes and falls back asleep against the door. Great. Corbin will be back until tomorrow, so I dial his number to see if the guy is someone I should be concerned about. Tate? He asked, answering the phone without a hello. Yep, I reply. Made it safe, but I can't get in the door because there's a drunk, strange guy out in the front of your door. Suggestions? 1816, he asked. Are you sure that's the right apartment? Positive. Are you sure he's drunk? Positive. Weird. What is he wearing? Why do you want to know what he's wearing? Because if he's wearing a pilot's uniform, he probably lives in the building. The complex contracts with our airline. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning. Probably because I don't fucking sleep well. No uniform, I say. Wait. I skipped a line. The guy isn't wearing any type of uniform, but I can notice that his jeans and black t-shirt do fit him very nicely. Nice uniform, I say. Right? No uniform, I say. Jesus. Can you get past him without waking him? I'd have to move him, and he'd fall inside if I opened the door. He's quiet for a few seconds. Go downstairs and ask him. Jesus! I told him you were coming tonight. He can wait with you until you're inside the apartment. I sigh because I've been driving for 6 hours and going all the way back downstairs is something I feel like doing. I don't feel like doing right now. Who the fuck? Sorry. Gotta pause. Okay, anyways. Is that something I feel like doing right now? I also sigh because Cap is the last person who could probably help in this situation. Just stay on the phone with me until I'm inside the apartment. Who the fuck? My friends are gonna bully me for this. Anyways, I like my plan a lot better. I bounce the phone against my ear with my shoulder and dig inside my purse for the key Corbin sent me. I insert it into the lock and begin to open the door, but the drunk guy begins to fall backwards with every inch the door opens. He groans, but his eyes stays open. It's too bad he's wasted, I tell Corbin. He's not bad looking. Take it your ass inside. Lock the door so I can hang up. I roll my eyes. If I can fucking spell. I roll my eyes. He's the same bossy brother he always was. I knew moving in with him would not be good for our relationship, considering how fatherly he acted towards me when we were younger. However, I had no time to find a job, my own apartment, and get settled for my new classes. Jesus! So it left me with little choice. I'm hoping things will be different between us now, though. Corbin is 25 and I'm 23. So if we can't get along better than we did as kids, we've got a lot of growing up left to do. I guess that mostly depends on Corbin and whether he's changed since we last lived together. He's had an issue with everyone I dated, all my friends, every choice I made, even what college I intended to do. Not that I ever paid attention to his opinion, though. The distance in time has seems to get him off my back for the last few years. But moving in with him will be the ultimate test of our patience. I'm gonna go forward because I've been reading like 2-3 pages now. All right, buddy. I say struggling to pull him away from this center of the door. Well, sorry to interrupt your nap, but I need to get inside this apartment. Somehow I managed to prop him against the side of the door frame to prevent him from falling into the apartment. I then push the door open further and turn to get my things. Something rocks around my ankle. I freeze. I look down. Let go of me, I yell, kicking the hand that's gripping gripping my ankle so tightly. I'm pretty sure it might bruise. The drunk guy looks up at me now, and his grip sets me falling backwards into the apartment. I try to pull away from him. I need to get in here, he mutters, just as my butt meets the floor. He makes an attempt to push the apartment door open with his other hand, and immediately sends me into a panic mode. I pull my legs the rest of the way inside, and his hand comes with me. I use my free leg to kick the door shut, slamming it directly on his wrist. Shit, he yells. He's trying to pull his hand back into the hallway with him, but my foot's still pressing against the door. I release enough pressure for him to have his hand back, then I immediately kick the door all the way shut. I pull myself up and lock the door, the bolt, and the chain as quickly as I can. As soon as my heart rate begins to calm down, it starts to scream at me. My heart is actually screaming at me in a deep male voice. It sounds like yelling, Tate, Corbin. I immediately look down at my chest and pull out my phone from my bra. I then bring it to my ear. Tate, answer me. I wince, then put the phone several inches from my ear. I'm fine, I say out of breath. I'm as I lock the door. Jesus Christ, he said, relieved. You scared me to death. What the hell happened? He was trying to get inside. I locked the door though. I flipped on the living room light and took no more than 3 steps before I came to a halt. Good going, Tate. I slowly turned to the door and realized what I've done. Corbin, I pause. I might have left a few things outside that I need. I would grab them, but the drunk guy thinks he needs to get inside your apartment for some reason. There's no way I'm opening that door again. Any suggestions? Why did you leave it in the hallway? Wait, what did you leave in the hallway? I didn't answer him. I didn't want to answer him, but I do. My suitcase. Jesus Christ, Tate. And my purse. Why the hell is your purse outside? I might have also left the key to your apartment on the hallway floor. He didn't even respond to that one. He groaned. I'll call Miles to see if he's home yet. Give me 2 minutes. Wait, who's Miles? He lives across the hallway. Whatever you do not open the door again until I call you back. Corbin hangs up and I lean against the door. The front door. So there's that part. I'm going to skip ahead. So, I'm going to give you some backstory. So, basically, Corbin calls Miles. Miles is the guy at the front door. And so, I'm not going to read the rest, but you get the gist. Tate lets him in and puts him on the couch. And then the next morning, he instantly goes up to Tate and is like, what happened to my wrist? And she stays quiet. And he's like, are you mad at me? Did I fuck you? And she's like, what the fuck? No. And it's honestly just a good story. I would talk about his trauma because he has a lot of fucking trauma. And I would totally fucking tell about his trauma. But that is a big part of the book that I don't want to tell. So I may make a separate video on it. If you guys want to go ahead and see a separate video of me talking about Miles' trauma and how it just like impacted me, go ahead, just comment below and leave a like. Anyways, I forgot to fucking anyways, I'll see you guys later in the next video maybe. Okay, also go subscribe to my Twitch, my other Twitch, and me and my best friend's YouTube. Okay.